students, let's learn about the equation of a straight line. Welcome, it's your science tutor. If you're new to this channel, do well to subscribe, and to my returning subscribers, I want to say a big thank you for always showing up. As an introduction, a straight line equation is an equation of the form y equals mx plus c. That's a straight line equation, which simply means that it has a y coordinate, x coordinate, and a gradient, which we call the slope, and intercept. So m represents the gradient, while c represents the intercept on the y-axis. So if we are having a graph of this nature, this is our origin, 0, 0, at some point y and x, this is x and this is y-axis. So if I make a line of this sort to pass through that point, the intercept is the point C, where the graph or the line cuts the y-axis. So that is our intercept. Yn represents the slope. So this type of equation is what we call the gradient intercept form. The gradient and intercept form. Simply because it is having a gradient m and an intercept on the y-axis c. That is one piece. Now, in this form, we have what we call the gradient. Take note, the gradient is also known as the slope. The slope or the gradient, which simply means the change in y divided by the change in x. This symbol represents change in, which simply means in a situation whereby we have two coordinates, x1, y1, and x2, y2. X comes before y, so the first is always x, and the second is y, which forms one coordinate, x and y, which forms another coordinate. So in a case like this, the change in simply means the difference between y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So this represents change in. It simply means change in or difference. So this is what we call the gradient. Gradient, like I said, is also known as the slope. Many times we use m to represent the slope. So m could either be the gradient or the slope, and m is equal to change in y all over change in x. That is another piece. This relates the equation of a straight line considering the gradient and intercept form. That is one piece we need to take note of. The second piece is what we call the gradient and one-point form. It is written in this form. We have the formula y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. This is called the gradient and one-point form. How is it done? The gradient simply signifies the m, and then the one-point form simply means we have x1 and y1, which can be written in this form x1, y1. So we have these coordinates, one-point form. This is another formula that is used in solving the equation of a straight line. So when x1 and y1 is given alongside the gradient, we can find the equation of a straight line. The third piece is what we call the gradient and two-point form, and it's having formula of this sort. We have y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1 to be equal to y minus y1 all over x minus x1. So this method is known as the gradient and two-point form. as a 2-point form. So we use either of these formulae in solving the equation of a straight line. Now in this case, it simply means that for a 2-point form, we could have x1, comma, y1, and also x2, y2. 2-point form will be given. This will help us in finding the gradient and then substituting to getting the equation of a straight line. These are the various equations of a straight line that is applicable. So it depends on the problem that is given. In our next video, I shall be taking you through problems that involve the equation of a straight line. I'm sure that this video is helpful to someone. Don't forget, if you're new, do well to subscribe, and to my returning subscribers, I want to say a big thank you for always showing up. See you for more videos. Bye for now.